There's a difficulty, I think, in modern yoga where much of what we've learned has been on a level of movement. And we're just now starting to understand that there's a value in slowing down and listening, that it's not wasted time necessarily, but in cultivating that dialogue and simply checking in and taking time when we're doing deep fascial work to actually hear what the tissue is asking of us. Sort of that corollary, it cultivates a very therapeutic relationship that we have with the inner workings of our mind-body network. And yes, of course, over time, the compassion in that listening and in that relationship, our ability to hear, when do we need rest and when do we need deeper listening and when do we need something strong and when do we need something soft and when maybe does just a hand and breathing into space kind of bring the nervous system down into more balance so that other work can happen. And that sort of artful dialogue that we cultivate isn't just for the purpose of healing a shoulder or healing an abdominal issue, but it's a lifelong dialogue. And that work that we do in cultivating a kinder and more tuned in relationship with ourselves definitely reverberates into the relationships that we cultivate with others. How well can we listen artfully to a partner or to a student or to a teacher, and especially to the people that push our buttons, and really having a sense of where they're coming from and being able to monitor and modulate our own response and metabolize that stuff that other people sometimes throw at us. And knowing when to back off and get a little bit of space and then when to re-engage in something that's particularly difficult. So that work that we do, that subtle work in the body that we cultivate progressively over time, reverberates in every other aspect of our life. And I believe also in the creative process. In the process of writing a book or doing a painting or creating music or even sort of receiving information in teaching a class and being able to hear where the bodies of our students are asking us to go. Any form of creative work happens through this dialogue and very much through the body.